Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet, and welcome back to another edition of Dogmail, the show where I read out the emails that you guys send me from all over the freaking world. In the background of today's Dogmail, you can see me working on the Frodome from our Let's Play Terraria 1.8 series. And guys, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you cyberdogs out there who sent me a Dogmail this week. I got absolutely awesome Dogmails from all of you. And remember guys, if you send me a Dogmail and it doesn't get on the show, that doesn't mean I haven't read it. I read every single Dogmail that you guys send me. So please keep them coming. And if you want to send me a Dogmail, you can do so via Facebook, via email, and via dogcraft.net. All of the details are in the description box below. But man, we have got some sweet Dogmails to read today, guys. I hope you got a tasty ass beverage and some crunchy ass snacks. I got a delicious cup of the Queen's tea. Give me 1 second. Ah, man, Earl Grey straight to the ass. Anyway, my friends, let's get going reading some Dogmails today, starting off with a cyberdog by the name of Jeremiah. And Jeremiah has the following to say. Dear ReNDoG, I've been watching your Let's Play Minecraft series since the very beginning of episode number 1. I have always wanted to be able to build such amazing builds as you. All the way from your mole castle to your latest build, the elephant. I would love to know where you get your ideas for all of these builds from. I love playing Minecraft on my PS3 since I don't have a computer, but I'm running out of ideas and things to build. Please help, from Jeremiah. Well, Jeremiah, thanks so much for that Dogmail. And you know what? One of the most beautiful things about Minecraft as a game is that Minecraft is essentially a doorway into an infinite number of possibilities that can come out of your creative brain. It's one of the reasons that I love Minecraft so much, is that it's essentially this giant ass canvas with paint and palettes all over it, and it's all up to your brain to take those paints and put them together into something beautiful. I know that it's pretty easy to say that, and the question that you're asking me is, how exactly do you do that? Well, I suppose I can give you a couple of tips that I use myself to come up with builds. And the first thing that I like to do is spend a little bit of time looking at the environment that I am in when I'm in Minecraft. You can actually get a lot of inspiration by literally just stopping what you're doing, putting your tools down, putting that bread away, and just looking around the world that you are currently in. Look at the landscapes, look at the mountains, look at the colors. Look at how the colors of the trees are interacting with the colors of the landscape or the mountains. Where is the sun rising? Is there an interesting river? Is there a little bit of a lake in the background? Try and take in the surroundings of your Minecraft world. And I think you will find that a ton of ideas will suddenly come to you, because you might think to myself, oh, I want to build something really cool on the edge of that lake, or that the top of that mountain looks like a really cool spot to make a windmill or a castle or a house or whatever you want to do. So I think you can get quite a lot of inspiration by looking at your environment. Another good creative strategy that I've been using in my survival series now for the last few years is to try and build something around an important structure inside of your Minecraft world. So take, for example, the Nether Portal Temple. That is a temple built in honor of the Nether Portal, right? I mean, you can just pop up a Nether Portal anywhere that you want in Minecraft, but what we've done in our survival series is that we've built a temple around the portal, which has worked out really well. And of course, there's so many other examples of that strategy in our survival series. For example, Big Mac's pen. What else have we got? Mama Dog's greenhouse. We've got so many different examples of, taking a very simple thing in Minecraft and making it using our creative brain to try and build something around that simple thing. Railway stations, all that sort of thing, man. Just, really let your imagination flow in Minecraft. It's one of the very few games on this earth that you can really let your imagination go crazy. Another good strategy that a lot of really good Minecrafters use is that they play on creative as well as survival. So if they are on survival and they suddenly get inspired to build something, maybe they see a beautiful environment or a lake or something, they'll pop over to creative and experiment with the different blocks that they might want to use or the different styles of builds that they might want to use. And then they'll go back to survival to complete the build. And I think that that's a really, really good strategy to do. Creative is a great place to really brainstorm your ideas and really try different colors and combinations of blocks before you actually start doing them in survival. So I think that's a pretty good hint also. But anyway, Jeremiah, thank you so much for your Dogmail. I hope that I helped you out, and I do hope that you can create some beautiful things and share them with the CyberDog Nation on dogcraft.net so that we can see them. Anyway, my friends, let's move on to the next Dogmail, and this one comes from one of my favorite CyberDogs called Kajushi, the Desert Wanderer, and Kij has the following to say. My greetings to you, ReNDoG. I hope that this transmission finds you in good health. It has come to my attention that I have not contacted you in a while. In fact, I do not think I ever gave a proper introduction. So, if you will allow it, I would like to do so now. Please, fine sir, go ahead. My name is Kajushi Cerelian, and I hail from the area known as Below Canada, though most call it the United States. As far as how long I have been watching you, there are two ways of looking at it. One is that I started when you were around the beginning of your second season, and the other is from the very beginning. I choose to look at the latter of the two options, as who in their right state of mind would begin something after skipping a large amount of content? I couldn't agree more, kids, you freaking legend. The only answer to this is impatient gamers who do not have time for tutorials, an act of which I admit guilt to. Introductions aside, there are a few things that I would like to discuss. Oh no, we're getting serious now. The first being your current state of hygiene. If I am not mistaken, you have gone throughout your entire series to this point without so much as a bar of soap in your hands. I shudder to think that you would be able to eat your carrot-infused steaks with hands so unclean, grimy with sweat, the dust of various ores, and the slime of the undead. But who am I to say that? Man, that is disgusting image, Kitch. Concerning the same topic, you have only had one change of clothes for the vast majority of your series. Perhaps it is time to wash them. I would be willing to fashion you some new articles of clothing, as I'm sure many others would as well. Please consider this, and if you were thinking about it, no, taking a swim in the rivers, lakes, and oceans does not count as bathing. It is, after all, where the entirety of the ocean life takes a leak. Damn, son, you are totally right, Kidge. We need to wash our ass, man. Damn, we are freaking stanky at the moment. Second, there is the issue of Beatrice and Kayla. Regardless of the fact that these two live in different dimensions, one being in a 2D plane and the other a 3D, as much of a pimp as you may be, a lady does not enjoy it when a man goes behind their back with another woman, as well as all the other applicable scenarios. I highly suggest that you choose one and maintain a friendship with the other. It is the honorable thing to do. And besides, do you honestly think that your mama dog would approve of such actions? I hardly doubt she raised you that way. Third is the issue of the graveyard. As you may or may not know, 1.9 will bring about new mechanics to weapon and armor. As armor will protect you less, the more it is damaged. I foresee an overfill in your graveyard, given your performance in battle. No offense meant. I wonder what you will do about this problem. That is a good point, Kitch. And as a final discussion, I was thinking, should there ever come a time where you join the CyberDog Nation in a game of UHC, or you are surviving in the world of Mine Z, which was updated recently and also has a second, more logical yet not necessarily easy version. If I might join you, I am well versed in combat and survival tactics, and I believe that your survival would increase by a factor of 7 should we team up. This is merely a suggestion, however, and is entirely up to you to decide. I thank you for your time. May the sands of the great goddess be at your back and the moon to light your path up that grand golden staircase. May we speak soon. Kajushi, the Desert Wanderer. Well, first off, Kij, gotta say, first Dogmail with flawless grammar ever. So I thank you for writing to me with no freaking spelling errors, no grammatical issues that trip me up when I'm reading. You, sir, are an absolute legend. Absolutely love that Dogmail. Made me laugh my ass off. Even though I was reading, I was laughing inside. And you do raise some serious points. We do need to once and for all address the Beatrice and Kayla question. We need to shower because we are stanky. We need to think about freaking expanding the graveyard. And, you know, I'm hoping that when the CyberDog server goes live, we we will be able to do a little bit of stuff with the Cyberdogs, and hopefully there will be some PvP sides to the Cyberdog server too. So you never know, man, you and I might be battling together in the near future. But thank you so much for your Dogmail, Kidge. Really made my day. That was an absolutely awesome one. Let's move on to the next Dogmail, my friends, and this one comes from a Cyberdog called Jeffrey, and Jeffrey has the following to say. Hi ReNDoG, I am one of your biggest fans based in Manchester. I've really been enjoying your videos lately and thought it about time to send in a Dogmail. I've been watching your videos since Season 1, Episode 1 when I was 10 years old. I went through a really tough times when I was 11, but watching you noob out on Minecraft made me laugh off my worries. Anyway, I've got a few questions if that's okay. Totally, man, go ahead, Jeff. Number 1, when Rentopia is in something like Season 10 and everything imaginable has happened, do you think you could duplicate Rentopia into a downloadable map or server? Number 2, with the introduction of slime blocks, do you think a bouncy castle is worthwhile by placing carpet on top of it? Number 3, what real life job do you do and what country do you live in? Lastly, do you think you would revisit Project Zomboid or any other old and retro games? I would love it if all that stuff came back. Thanks for reading my Dogmail and helping me out without even knowing I'm a new person. Best regards, Jeffrey. Well, Jeffrey, thank you so much for your freaking Dogmail. And yeah, man, an absolutely awesome one. Really cool questions. Really glad to know that you've been watching my videos for so freaking long and that you are from Manchester, because I live in London. To answer your question number 3, we are both living on this wonderful island known as the United Kingdom. And yes, to answer your questions, number 1, yes, when the series eventually ends, of course, I'll be happy to share the world as a download. But you know what? I don't think that's going to happen for a while, so we don't have to worry about that one too much. A bouncy castle sounds like a very cool idea. I haven't even thought about it, but you know what? Maybe we could experiment a little bit with that. That sounds really cool. What real life job do I do? Well, I work in advertising, which is kind of boring. I make adverts to try and sell stuff to you guys that you don't really need. But yeah, that's what I do for my job. And yes, as for visiting Project Zomboid and other retro games, I think that's a really cool idea. I've been itching to play some older games, and I'm hoping that in the future, you know, if I can find a little bit more time to do YouTube, I'll be able to play some of those awesome games and do a few more different games on the channel. At the moment, because I'm working full-time, I can't really spend too much time outside of Minecraft and Terraria, but hopefully in the future, guys, we can get to a place where I can spend a little bit of time playing other games, which will be absolutely awesome. Anyway, thank you so much for your Dogmail, Jeffrey, and I hope that you have a sweet-ass day. Let's move on to the next Dogmail, which comes from a Cyberdog called Plush. And Plush has the following to say. Ren, this is Plush Panda 123 coming at you from New Zealand. The following are just some things I was wanting to ask you about. You're my favorite YouTuber and have been ever since I found you mid-season 2. Number 1, have you ever gone through any of the other portals in the Nether Portal Temple, and do you plan to? Number 2, sometimes I notice you putting excessive amounts of fuel in furnaces. One stack requires only 8 pieces of coal or 1 bucket of lava to smelt. Number 3, as your redstone skills seem to be progressing, you could put TNT cannons in the towers of Mob Castle and aim them at where the Space Gang fort will be to repel any invasions. Number 4, have you kept in touch with Strife and Bego? And number 5, as the tradition goes, sorry for the longish Dogmail. P.S. One more thing I have noticed is that you seem really comfortable playing Terraria, almost so that you seem to be having more fun than when you play anything else. Is that just me? P.P.S. Try placing 10 blocks of dirt in a row in a chest in Terraria. Oh man, see you in the comment section below, Plush. Thank you so much for your Dogmail, Plush. Some really, really cool questions. Let's try and answer them, shall we? Number 1, have you gone through the other portals? Well, yes, I have, believe it or not. And unfortunately, rather disappointingly, those portals, because they're very, very close to each other, they all come out at the same place. They all come out at the same portal on the other side in the Nether. As much as I would have liked them to come out in other places, unfortunately, they don't. Number 2, excessive amounts of fuel in furnaces. Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm just quite a messy person in general, and I don't think a lot about using the exact amount of coal to smelt the exact amount of stacks. I just ram them in there. That's just how I roll. TNT cannons facing the Space Gang fort. That is an absolutely awesome idea. No idea how to make a TNT cannon, but damn, that sounds like something that we should look into. And yes, of course, I've kept in touch with Strife and Bego. Bego is, of course, on dogcraft.net. He's the head moderator there, and he helps me out with streaming on Twitch every now and then. And both of them are still really great content producers. Strife is still on YouTube. Bego is getting back to streaming on Twitch. So yeah, of course we keep in touch, man. They're absolute freaking legends. Anyway, thank you so much for that Dogmail plush. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Let's move on to the next Dogmail for today, guys. And this one comes from a cyber dog called ReNDoG. And he or she has the following to say. Hey ReNDoG, I just wanted to tell you I love your channel and have been with you since your first 100 subs. I have also watched all of your videos posted. Also, I have a few things I could use your advice on. First is about my grandpa. He's getting close to the end of his time on Earth, and I was wondering if you'd give me some advice on how to deal with this problem. Second, do you plan on making any more videos with your brother, the ReNDoG? And lastly, have you thought about making a small server and playing on it with everyone when you hit 100k subs? I hope I can be added on Dogmail. It's my favorite segment you do. From your eternal fan, ReNDoG. PS. Just a response from you would make my day. Well, ReNDoG, thank you so much for emailing in and for sending me your Dogmail. And I just want to tell you, my friend, I'm very, very sorry to hear about your situation with your grandfather. And you will be in my thoughts coming this week. You know, it's going to be a very, very difficult time for yourself and for your family. And the best advice that I can give you, my friend, is for you and your family to come together and to be there for each other. And, you know, don't be scared to show your emotion. If you're feeling sad, if you want to cry, if you want to get everything out, just do it and make sure that you do it together and support each other during this time. It's also really important during these times, my friend, that you and your family spend as much time as you can with your grandpa. You know, he needs to wake up every morning and go to bed every night, really feeling loved and supported by his family. And, you know, you guys just need to do whatever you can to be there for him and to show him that you're there for him and show him that you love him. And, you know, it's going to be a tough time for you all, but together as a family, you guys will be able to get through it. Just support each other, be there for each other, and it's all about the love, baby. That's what it's all about. As far as your question about my own brother and my own family, yes, I am planning to make some more videos with the ReNDoG. We've been talking about it for so long now. I'm actually going to South Africa in October 2015 for holiday, and I haven't seen my family in almost over a year and a half now, so I can't wait to get back, and I'm going to spend a ton of time with Goxie. We're going to talk about you know, potential new series or a potential new series that we could do together, and hopefully we'll be able to start putting some videos out. And as far as a server is concerned, well, as some of you guys will know, we are working furiously on trying to get the CyberDog server finished, the official CyberDog Nation server. It's going to be absolutely awesome, and when that server is ready, I will be playing Minecraft with you guys on that server. It's going to be absolutely sweet. But thank you so much for that Dogmail, ReNDoG, and please know that I'll be thinking about you this week, and I hope everything turns out okay for you and your family. Let's move on to the next Dogmail, my friends, and this one comes from a CyberDog called Awesome Dog, and he has the following to say. Greetings, ReNDoG. How are you? I hope you are doing freaking well, and I hope you're having a great day. Funny story, I just finished watching your latest Minecraft video where you told us about your first real adventure and how your mom embarrassed you. And I could not stop laughing when I heard that, because I definitely relate to your story. I remember when I tried to impress the first girl that I ever liked, and I think I was about 11 years old, and I did something really embarrassing to impress this girl. So one day I was walking home from school, and this girl I liked, who was also 11 years old, was walking home the same way as I was, and I remember thinking to myself that it would be cool if I tried to run really fast, because I thought that might impress her. Yeah, don't facepalm yet, because it gets worse. I was running fast as I could, and I ran past her, and then I tripped over a crack, and I fell face first into the freaking floor like a noob. Yeah, now you can facepalm. LOL, that was so embarrassing. Anyways, I was just wanted to share that with you because your story just made me laugh. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know that you are amazing and don't stop what you are doing because you truly impact people's lives in such an amazing and positive way, and you're just awesome. Stories like that always help me get through my rough times, and I just want to thank you. Have a great day. Yours truly, Awesome Dog. Oh man, that is such an awesome dog mail. Awesome Dog. I'm so happy to know that I'm not the only one that's completely embarrassed myself in front of a girl. And yeah, thank you so much for sending in your story. Made me laugh my ass off. We've just got a few more dog mails to get through, my friends. I've been loving today's episode. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Let me just get a sip of tea. There we go. The next dog mail comes from a cyber dog called Mr. Tabo, and he has the following to say. What's crackin', ReNDoG? I've been watching your videos since season 1 and just wanted to say that you are an amazing YouTuber. I was inspired by you to keep climbing the golden staircase even if a freaking green pickle jumps on you and blows you up. I also have a suggestion for you. You should play more first-person games. I love Dishonored and Metro Last Light. Since Dishonored 2 is coming out soon, you should play it when it is released. Also, if you could include me in this week's dog mail, it would be immensely appreciated. From Mr. Tabao. Well, thank you so much for that dog mail, Mr. Tabao. And you know what? I absolutely agree with you. We need to get back into playing some first-person shooters. I miss them immensely. And, Fallout 4 is coming out in November. And I'm a big fan of the Fallout series, and I'm thinking that maybe a series on Fallout 4 would be pretty damn awesome. And of course, we have to do Dishonored 2 when it comes out. There's absolutely no doubt. There's not even a question about it, okay? We're going to be doing Dishonored 2, and it is going to be freaking sweet. And unfortunately, my friends, we have come to the last dog mail for today's edition, and this one comes from a cyber dog called Stanley Palin. And he has the following to say. Greetings, ReNDoG and citizens of Rentopia. This is hopefully a dog mail coming at you from Ren's inbox. Just wanted to say how much of a fan I am and that I've been subbed since episode 1 of Terraria. I really love how you've restarted the tons of projects at once idea, and especially the Witch's Cave. My OCD was really angry about that one. I had a few ideas about series. What about a thing where you play a different game every week, call it Free Game Friday? You could pull it off, PewDiePie style. Also, make Rambo 3.0. Honestly, the weapon has more lives than a cat, so it shouldn't be a shame to waste them. Another idea about the Nether Temple. Do the freaking back wall. Regards, Stanley Palin. P.S. Did you read my KC lore? Well, thank you so much for your dog mail, Stanley Palin. And you know what, my friend? I got to agree with you 100%. I am very, very happy that we are now doing a ton of projects at the same time in Minecraft Survival. It just adds a whole bunch of variety to the series, and it makes me think about the series so much, man. I wake up every morning and I'm thinking about all the different projects that we're working on, and I think it's absolutely awesome. As far as doing a Free Game Friday type of thing, I've never really done those kind of videos on YouTube before, and I think what Stanley is trying to say here is, you play a game, you just make one video for a game. So you play like a free game that's probably from Newgrounds or some sort of flash game website, and you just make one like 10-15 minute episode on that particular game, and then you don't play the game anymore. So it's not really like a let's play series, it's more of a let's just try this game and have some fun. I've never made videos like that before. I don't know if that's something that you guys would like. I don't even know if that's something that I would like to do, but hey, who knows, man? Maybe we should try that out. And I suppose to help me out, guys, why don't you put some links in the comment section of this video of some interesting sites or places where I could find some cool free games, and maybe that's something we could try out, actually. That could be pretty fun. So that's a pretty cool idea, Stanley. Thanks for that one, man. Rambo 3.0? Yeah, we definitely need to make Rambo again. Rambo seems to have transported itself into the Kingdom Craft world, though, hasn't it? Yeah, kind of freaking strange. As far as the back wall of the Nether Portal Temple is concerned, yes, we need to finish that freaking wall. It is so butt ugly. And the idea, of course, was to make that wall look like it was collapsing into the cathedral itself. So maybe we should get cracking on finishing that wall at some point in the future. Anyway, Stanley, thank you so much for your dog mail, and thanks to everybody who was in today's episode of Dog Mail. I absolutely freaking loved it. And as usual, thanks to all of you guys out there who sent me a dog mail this week. If it wasn't in the episode, it doesn't mean that I didn't read it. I read every single one of the dog mails that you guys send me. And of course, course, if you want to send me a dog mail, you can do so via email or dogcraft.net. All of the freaking information is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching today's dog mail, my friends. I hope you have an absolutely amazing week, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends.